Howdy Howlers, it's Sako Toomey, also known as Castboy. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. Today I'm pulling the witch card, and the author card, I suppose, because we are reading Basic Witches by Jaya, Saxena, and Jess Zimmerman. I'd like to say hello to the people in the chat time. Hi, Jenny. Hello, Amelia. Hi, Petra. It's good to see you on my stream. Jeez. I've been seeing you around. Good morning, lovelies. Looking forward to healing is one of my areas. Cool. I would love to hear your input on the stuff that we talk about today. I would like to hear your input. Yeah, I started a couple minutes early, but I figured if I go live now, maybe people will realize that I am live, like, sooner? I don't know. I need more coffee. Hey, Renata. And Doll. I don't know. I went to bed at like 2 something, and I woke up to my cat waking me up at 8 something, so I'm still kind of groggy. I've had 2 cups of coffee and have not yet had my third. I usually have 3 cups of coffee a day. Sometimes more, depending on whether or not I need to stay up at night. Oh, Nightbot, you, I'm tired of you. I'm going to snooze. I'm going to snooze these things. I'll leave the posture check and the water check. I'll disable Discord and the shop and the woos. How about that? The We Went to Sleep Late Club. Yes. We went to sleep late. Shoveling snow is balls. I will be listening, but probably not interacting much as I am drowning my sorrows in Fallout 4. I see. Do the Fallout 4 things. Speaking of posture checks, I have much to do today. But I don't start work until like 4. So it's going to be a full evening. I'm just looking at my workload. I need to touch base on all my projects today. Well, not all my projects, but a good chunk of them. Mr. Spence was skeptical if I slept at all last night. His roast game this morning was fierce. I see. Why are you sorry? I am having trouble connecting things. I didn't even sleep club because my sleep schedule needs a reset. Oh no, you haven't slept yet? Oh geez. Yeah, we went down after the stream and I went straight to bed. Well, I took my meds first and then I went to bed. we were chatting last night. We were. But I don't blame it on you, my love. I do not blame it on you. My wires. I'm considering trying to go Bluetooth. This is nuts. Good morning, Katarina. I slept but poorly because my phone was dying and I couldn't play an audiobook to sleep. Oh. I just bought a book called Weapon X, I think. Witness X, which is Silence of the Lambs. Oh, my tablet is dying. Witness X, Silence of the Lambs meets Blade Runner. And it's competing right now for first place or top seller on Amazon. It's going against Ready Player One. It's a cyberpunk type of thriller, which I thought, from what I'm understanding, I think you would like it very much. I planned on being obnoxiously late to get some work done. Yeah. I will probably be obnoxiously late tonight so that I can get some work done. Drank green tea, ate a nice breakfast, took a cold shower, so I feel mildly energized. That is good. Silence of the Lambs, what? Silence of the Lambs meets Blade Runner. It's like in the title of the book, which is crazy. So if that is what it is marketing itself as, I'm kind of here for it. I'm kind of here for it. And so far, she's kind of acting as a clairvoyant of sorts. She views other people's memories with brain meets. She travels. I figured that's the concept that, like, you could commiserate with. It does sound intense, and so far it is intense. I'm only into chapter 1, but it's pretty intense. It does start with action, which, my question from last, should I call it paranormal sci-fi or just sci-fi with paranormal elements? I would call it paranormal sci-fi. Like, I'm running into that with Hope's Chest a little bit. Like, do I call it a horror story? It has horror elements. But is it just like a paranormal thriller? Probably. Yeah, clairvoyance, basically. Yeah. Heyo, cat. Nice to see you. All right, we're almost like 10 minutes in. Let's get to reading. All right. Healing the power to care for yourself and others. It even has sci-fi in it. Yes, indeed. Talking about cyberpunk sci-fi books, I just got The End of Eternity by Isaac Asimov. Oh. It even has sci-fi in it. Hope's Chest, I mean. Yes. Yeah, it has sci-fi in it. But it's not it's a cyberpunk story, but it's not sci-fi. It's paranormal sci-fi, I guess. I think our stories could probably be on the same shelf. So if you're calling your story paranormal sci-fi, then I guess I can too. But mine's like borderline urban fantasy, and I don't know what to classify my story as, which is crazy. All right, here we go. Yes, Shelf Sisters. Yes. Page 104 is so fun and well written. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you reading the ebook? Or are you reading the PDF? Shelf Sisters. All right. Taking care of yourself is not a revolutionary concept. But for many women nowadays, even the loving, sustaining maintenance of our own bodies is something we do for others. You are reading the ebook. Did chapter 4 or chapter 7, I can't remember which, have like a random like cut in with logos and TOC and stuff? I need to fix it, but was there a spot where the TOC kind of butted in? I think I figured out the problem. No, there's no adverts. But my publisher logo and publisher logos and my TOC ended up getting bumped and shuffled in. But what happens when they go to ebook is that it auto propagates the TOC based on the headers. So chapter 1 is on page blah, chapter 2 is on page blah. So it auto propagates, and then the one that the TOC that I actually made got shuffled into like chapter 7. So I need to go in and like fix that. The page numbers are off sync. Yeah, because of that split. I will fix it, but only by a few pages. Yeah, just a couple, right? In our quest for the perfect waistline, the most glowing skin, or the best run keeper scores on Facebook, we prioritize looking healthy to others over genuinely feeling good. Oh, since the bookmark works. Okay, good. Good. But when you divorce the pursuit of personal well-being from feelings of obligation and privation, self-care becomes something bigger than self-indulgence, and the pursuit of health goes from exhausting vigilance to invigorating celebration, which is pretty magical. There are things I want to discuss with you, but we should probably reserve it for later. Probably. The brewing and stewing of so-called witches of the past probably was not for summoning demons or enchanting unsuspecting layfolk to do their bidding. They likely were trying to keep each other healthy, and this tradition of healing and female-driven folk medicine may be where we get the myth of women's intuition. Barred from formal medical or scientifical training. Scientifical. Yep, that's a word I just made. Scientific training. Female healers spread knowledge of cures and remedies to other women. Nowadays, we might dismiss this kind of homespun advice as innocuous old wives' tales or home remedies, but squint, and it definitely resembles witchcraft. A potion of garden herbs that soothes contraction pains, a tea that stops an unbearable headache, and the intuition to give your body what it needs. For a witch, listening to your body is the most important aspect of health and self-care. Certainly more important than trying to whittle it into the perfect shape. Drowning out the whispering or shouting of a whole culture isn't easy, so when the noise gets to be too much, think about one of the healers of old, before the suspicion, before the witchcraft accusations, when she was just a woman with skills and desire to help other women feel better. An intuitive woman, a traveling midwife, a woman wise in the body's ways. She wants you to be healthy. She will work to make it so. You can follow her. In this chapter, we'll discuss how to use your powers to take care of yourself, whether that means accepting your body, finding exercises that make you feel invincible, or embracing the healing power of watching Netflix, because sometimes that's the wisest thing you can do. Aww, coffee. I did not get more coffee before I started, which is unfortunate. The Witch's Pantry, to how to cure what ails you. We are fans of modern Western medicine, from vaccines to pap smears to intrauterine devices. The products of medical research and empirical studies have made lives better and longer and improved public health overall. Needless to say, we hope you seek professional medical help when you're sick or think you might be sick, as well as for regular maintenance procedures like pelvic exams and management of any long-term conditions. But as much as it has improved health generally, our medical culture doesn't work for everyone. Folks whose bodies or relationships to their bodies differ from the average, people who are very thin or even a little bit fat, people with disabilities or chronic illnesses, transgender people, and so forth, can feel especially unwelcome, unnerved, and misunderstood at doctors' offices. And though many physicians are kind, compassionate, and caring, medical schools and our healthcare system don't always reward or encourage those traits. Plus, doctors can be overworked and inattentive just like any other human. Just like other humans. Excuse me. Hello, Heather. Even when modern medicines work, sometimes side effects can be more debilitating than the original ailment or lead to a game of catch-up. For instance, our friend Nicole told her doctor she didn't want to take birth control pill because it made her depressed, so the doctor prescribed her an antidepressant. Had she complained of gaining weight on that antidepressant, she might have found herself with a prescription for Topamax, a migraine medication that is often prescribed to combat antidepressant-related weight gain. When you take pills to deal with the problems caused by pills, you take to deal with the problems caused by the pills, and you're not managing any kind of chronic or serious illness, it might be time to step back and get some perspective. Making use of our medical establishment whenever needed is important, but it's also nice to treat milder symptoms the way wise woman healers might have done. Here's a tiny pharmacopoeia of herbs and home remedies for when you are a touch under the weather. Aloe vera. An aloe plant is even better kitchen multitasker than your combination grater slicer microplane. This spiky succulent will look cute on your windowsill, and when disaster strikes, you can immediately break off a leaf and apply the juice to salve a burn or soothe a minor skin irritation. What's witchier than making a poultice out of your houseplant? Aloe is a good moisturizer too. Ginger and peppermint. As tea, in candy, as essential oils, or in other preparations, ginger and peppermint have been shown to reduce nausea, even as a result of morning sickness, ginger, and irritable bowel syndrome, peppermint. Ginger is a more effective seasickness remedy than homeopathic spray, wristbands, electric shocks on acupressure points, or a placebo. Mythbusters confirmed it. Ginger for the win. Ginger is also really great when you're having your monthly. It really super helps with the cramps. So I will often get a super dark chocolate with ginger in it when I am hurting. Cayenne. Also thrives being ignored. Yes, absolutely. Coffee, damn it. All right, cayenne. Once, when Jess had a sinus infection, her boyfriend's mom made her snort a pinch of cayenne pepper. It hurt like hell, but also kind of worked. I eat ginger tea when I'm having a meal time of the month. Ginger tea would work really well too. Instead of snorting it, we recommend adding cayenne to your tea when having a cold to fight congestion, or combining cayenne, olive oil, and beeswax to make an analgesic salve. The capsaicin in the pepper reduces pain. Hey, BC, good to see you. We're talking about witchy things that you often have in your cabinet, basically. All right. Green tea. No, it probably doesn't prevent cancer or grant you the power to live 120 years old or whatever, but green tea does have tons of antioxidant compounds called flavonoids, which can prevent cell damage, fight disease. Plus, a hot, healthful drink will leave you feeling alert, relaxed, and happy. Taking a few minutes to make a proper cup of tea, any kind, definitely counts as magical self-care. Making someone snort cayenne pepper is legit dangerous, for your information. Yeah, no kidding. She covered it. Yeah. Witch hazel and tea tree oil. Witch hazel, which is widely available in drugstores, can be used as an astringent and toner to clean skin and prevent acne, and it might soothe itchy bug bites. Tea tree oil may prevent acne too and take the edge off bee stings. Oh, I didn't know that. Sometimes witch hazel is used for more serious skin problems like eczema or psoriasis, and tea tree oil is sometimes recommended as an antifungal. As long as you're cautious, do not, for instance, take tea tree oil internally, and willing to opt for a different remedy if things get worse, they might help and pose little chance of harm. I always have green tea in the cabinet. Me too. I have so much green tea. Anytime I feel the slightest bit under the weather, I make myself a cup. That is wise. Tea tree is in everything I own for hair and body. No body acne there. Tea tree oil is also really effective as a bug repellent. Yes, it is. Along with lemongrass. Witch hazel is good for psoriasis, but bad for rosacea. Oh, I didn't know that. turmeric. Sometimes I add it to my shampoo. Excuse me. Sprinkle this anti-inflammatory spice in tea or mix it with plain yogurt and a little honey and apply it as a face mask. Just don't leave it on your skin for too long, and definitely don't put it in a bath unless you want to spend the rest of your life scrubbing an intense yellow stain off your face or tub. Though if you do, lemon juice can help remove the discoloration. Also, according to Jaya's grandmother, warm milk with turmeric and a good night's sleep will cure any sickness you feel coming on. And Jaya's grandmother knows everything. Also, for henna, if you sprinkle turmeric on it, it will make it look like gold glitter. And I have like a magical mix of like turmeric and black pepper and ginger and like a bunch of other interesting spices. Too drying. Turmeric is too drying. Turmeric is a great anti-inflammatory rather. Mom uses turmeric in almost all her recipes. I believe that. Good gracious, please don't put turmeric on your face if you have somewhere to go in the next few days. Yeah, no kidding. It will stain your skin. Which is why I was talking, henna. If you're combining herbal remedies with conventional medicine, double check with your doctor or pharmacist about potential serious side effects. For example, St. John's wort, which has some clinical support as a natural treatment for depression, can also reduce the effectiveness of prescription medications, including birth control. If your chosen herb is considered safe for you, the worst that can happen is nothing. And even if it does nothing, sometimes choosing to treat what's bothering you is enough to make you feel better on its own. I cook with it, and my fingernails are constantly covered in yellow stains, and I don't even touch it directly. Yeah. Put turmeric in my chili and my Mexican dishes. Put it in almost everything. It's great for your joints, too. So, like, if your bones are aching, like your knees suck or your hands ache or anything like that, which is something that I suffer from, then like some turmeric, some golden milk will handle that. The spell to feel comfortable seeing a doctor. I was talking about witch hazel with the types of alcohol that is too drying for my face. Oh, yeah. Also making yellow rice with turmeric. Well, turmeric rice is not saffron rice. It's not the same thing. Mom has fibro, so that's why she does that. I also make lotion out of cayenne to make my arthritis and achiness. To help, yeah. All right. I might have to see about putting some in Mr. Spence's food or maybe in his coffee. What, turmeric? I suspect you get like a peppermint lotion and then add cayenne and mix it up real good. I would think a peppermint lotion would be a really good carrier. Or you can put it in olive oil, or you can put it in yogurt, or you can put it in. Mr. Spence has bad hand problems, and I'm always fishing for solutions that could work for him. He hates compression gloves so much. Me too. I feel his pain. I also hate compression gloves. So hot water, washing my hands in hot water and just letting it run over my hands is very helpful. I might get some like rechargeable hand warmers. That would help. And so when I bathe, I use these like scrubbing gloves, and they allow me to crack my hands in ways that I cannot normally. But if he is having like joint issues, if it's not like a pulled nerve or something, then turmeric might help. Like stick it in his coffee or something. Golden coffee. I could probably go get one and see what all is in it. I'll put a recipe here in sections. Okay. I need to not pull. I have a trick meeting on Sunday at like 3. Which will be good. It should be good. All right. Feel comfortable seeing a doctor. Turmeric supplement. Cool. Doctors can be intimidating, clinics can feel icky, and speaking up for yourself can be hard if you feel uncomfortable. This ritual draws out the part of you that is capable of confident self-advocacy. I'll have to look into that. He got early arthritis developing in his hands. Me too. He's low-key glad if he gets stung by a bee because it feels better for a few days. Yeah, I know what you mean. What you'll need is a small toy, stuffed animal, or figurine. Choose a stuffed animal, toy, action figure, or similar object that's small enough to fit in your purse, or if you don't carry one, your pocket. With your finger, draw a caduceus. You know, the twisted snake's emblem that indicates medicine on the toy. Imagine light trailing your finger as you draw. The toy is now your medical advocate. It wants you to feel healthy, but not at the expense of your emotional and mental stability. If you're uncomfortable or confused, or if you disagree with something the doctor is telling you, it will speak up for you. But because it is a toy, you'll have to speak on its behalf using your own words. Bring your advocate with you to the appointment. It doesn't have to leave your purse or pocket. When the doctor tells you something, check in silently with your advocate. Did that make sense? Or was it confusing? Is the doctor listening to me or ignoring me? Is the way they're speaking to me respectful and kind or brusque and dismissive? Do I feel welcome in this office? Does my gender appear correctly on the intake form? Are there blood pressure cuffs that fit my arm? If at any point your advocate thinks your doctor is being too opaque, it will give you permission to ask for clearer explanation. If your advocate thinks the doctor is wrong, it will give you permission to seek a second opinion. And if your advocate thinks you are being treated badly, it will give you permission to leave. Remember, it wants you to be healthy, but it will also stick up for you even if you're too scared. Once your advocate gives you permission to do something, you can do it without fear because you know you have backup. If you do need to leave, though, please tell the doctor, I don't feel comfortable with how you're treating me, and I'm going to leave now. And not, I'm taking advice from my capacity for confident self-advocacy, which I have projected into this Superman figurine that could have unforeseen consequences. That is called a servitor. A medical servitor. All right, half a cup of coconut oil, or olive oil, or a combination of both. 2 teaspoons of cayenne powder, 4 teaspoons beeswax pastilles, about 36 grams. 15 drops of peppermint essential oil, 15 drops of lavender. I also have early arthritis. I've upped my turmeric lately. Special equipment, double boiler or a glass jar, cup placed in a pan of water. Cheesecloth or an old thin scarf or shirt. Storage tins, glass or metal jars and tins. So you're using coconut oil as a carrier. Make your own lotion. Make your own lotion. Also, peppermint will help with aching muscles and aching bones. That will help with hand things as well. Ingest turmeric and use the potion on his hands, and that will help. Servitors. Who here uses servitors? Let's say you have a stuffed animal that you sleep with at night, or you have like a Hi. Hello. I'm not feeding you again. Infuse cayenne in the oil using a double boiler. Heat water to boil. Turn heat low. Add the oil and the cayenne to a glass measuring cup. Place it in the water. Steep for 1 hour. Turn off heat. Let it sit for a few hours. Security blanket. What's security blanket? Oh, security blanket as a servitor. Yeah. Sure. I actually have my servitor's designs in here. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I don't know why my bookmark is there. Where are you, Ivy? Here she is. That's Ivy. I haven't technically made her yet because she's a little complicated, but she's supposed to encourage me to do chores around the house. I also have this guy. He sleeps at the foot of my bed and prevents my cat from waking me up before 8 a.m. and feeds on my dreams. Nightbot timed out because BC. Wait, what? What can't you fix? Did Nightbot remove posts? Remove from heat and add essential oils if using. Stir again to thoroughly incorporate the oils. Immediately pour into jars or tins. Let cool before covering and labeling. Makes about 4 ounces. Oh. It should not be doing that. Spam protection. Disable. There. Yeah. That should handle that. I'm sorry, PC. It seemed like I was getting all the posts, but they were getting removed on YouTube. The patterning must have been unintentionally triggered the bot. It said something about links. Yeah, I gotcha. I just turned that off. BC doesn't have a wrench, so she got timed out for something that looked like a link to bot. I'm so late. Yeah, that's okay. You are here. Good morning. We're talking about servitors. And also a potion that is a lotion that will appease your arthritis or aching muscles or just hurting in general. BC is sharing it with us. Do 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 do. Mana. All right, witch history. Witches versus doctors. The healing and harmless witch must but die. Must die. Yeah, there we go. Wrote William Perkins in his 1618 witch hunting tome, Discourse of the Damned Art of Witchcraft. Besides those who kill and torment, he said, the righteous should seek to punish all good witches which do no hurt but good, which do not spoil and destroy but save and deliver. He drops the mic with the image of a harmless healer being put to death. Death before is the just and deserved portion of the good witch. I made the naughty list for being helpful. Geesh. Yeah, no kidding. Stupid Nightbot. It's never done that before. The healing, according to Perkins, healer witches were dangerous precisely because they were so beloved and vital. They performed a much-needed service for the community, and that distracted people from the fact that all witches had made a pact with the devil. How could you tell they'd made a pact with the devil? Why, because they possessed healing powers, of course. The real source of their power was probably a less satanic covenant and more actual knowledge. If people need the whole recipe, just hit her up on Facebook or Insta or Twitter or something. I might hit you up for it when I'm not streaming, because it sounds like something that should go in my grimoire. Oh, stretchy, 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 stretch. In Witches, Midwives, and Nurses, historians Barbara Ehrenreich and Deirdre English write that in ancient and medieval Europe, wise women were crucial, valued, beloved contributors to society who refined and administered effective folk remedies, including birthing, contraception, and abortions, for centuries with no issue. But once medicine became an exclusive men-only academic profession around the 13th century, healer women were suddenly shunned as malign satanic influences. The situation was a classic patriarchal double-blind. Women could be dragged to court for practicing medicine without having studied it, but they were also prohibited from studying medicine. Not that studying made you more effective healer back then, quite the opposite, in fact. Where the wise women based their remedies on empirical observation, medical universities taught based on theology and ancient texts. What worked was what Aristotle said worked. hundreds of years ago, not techniques you'd effectively use to cure sick people. Here's a typical witch remedy, according to Ehrenreich and English. Belladonna, still used today as an antispasmodic, was used by witch healers to inhibit uterine contractions when miscarriage threatened. Here's one of the schools. A frequent treatment for leprosy was a broth made of the flesh of a black snake caught in a dry land among stones. But sure, fellas, your medicine sounds very special and good and not like magic at all. These days, women are much better represented in academic medicine. A third of doctors and nearly half of medical students are women, but the Western medical establishment still sneers at folk remedies and midwifery. And yet, empirical observation, so prized by today's physicians and scientists, has long been a hallmark of these hands-on traditions, noticing that what works for which ailments is just as good old scientific method. Studies have found for healthy mothers, midwife-assisted births are less risky in several ways, and many alternative medicines have been shown to be effective, even if only as placebos. Is it too much to hope that folk tradition and established medical practice could be used together to keep people healthy? Maybe we should just celebrate that healing witches are no longer being put to death, which is definitely not a healthy decision. A spell to accept compliments. This spell will help you cultivate the confidence to be confident and believe in the radical power of your beauty. Perform it for your peace of mind or just to freak people out. Both are valid reasons. What you'll need: a handheld mirror, larger is better, but compact is fine. A list of positive things about your face, body, written by a friend, partner, family member, or multiple people. In 2015, a 20-year-old Claire Boniface performed a social experiment. Whenever a man sent her a compliment on a dating website, she'd agree with it. The results were swift and startling. Men instantly retracted or reversed the compliment as soon as she accepted them. Here's a representative case. Well, you're a bloody cute, aren't you? Well, you are bloody cute, aren't you? Says an unnamed man. Yes, says Boniface. Not really, he snaps back. When she shared the results on her Tumblr, the post went viral, and other women recreated the experiment to much the same results. Gaining or regaining control over your self-confidence isn't easy. It feels almost out of your hands. Patriarchal culture needs women to stay anxious, on edge, and constantly seeking approval, and grants the power to give that approval to men only. Excuse me. But Boniface has given us words of power. Yes, I am. Thank you. I know. This spell builds on those simple positive statements and can help incorporate loving or not hating baby steps, your looks, as a powerful part of your witchcraft practice. Go outside on a clear day when the sun is high, ideally sometime between 10 and 2. Choose a quiet and peaceful outdoor spot where you feel at ease and where you'll be relatively alone. If you live in a city, don't worry. People being a bit weird in public parks usually get a wide berth. Find a spot to sit, or remain standing if you prefer. Hold up the mirror with its non-reflective surface toward you and its reflective surface towards the sun, so that your face is in shadow. Say the first compliment on the list out loud. For instance, you have beautiful eyes. You can say it under your breath if people are around. Slowly lower the mirror, turning it so that it reflects the light of the sun back up towards your face. Don't look at the mirror, Just feel the light reflected on your skin. Repeat the compliment, but this time in your own words. I have beautiful eyes. As you say it, concentrate on the warmth of the sun. Imagine yourself soaking up the praise the way your skin soaks up the warmth. Repeat for each positive trait on the list. When you've completed the list, repeat the following 3 times. I will not deflect. I will reflect. For the next 2 weeks, whenever you get a genuine compliment, lift and then lower your arm as if moving the mirror if you are in private, or picture yourself making that motion if you are in public. Imagine your skin feeling the warmth of the sun and bask in the warmth of the praise, and then say, thank you. We will save this spell to make peace with your body for tomorrow. Hi, Eddie. You were showing up just as we're starting to wrap up. But it's good to see you. I'm glad you could pop in. It's been a good while since I made some, but I have some oil infusions and ointments just to see what the process was. I get this on Interpals. My response, I'm aware that I'm conventionally attractive, but what languages do you speak? Because I'm not using it as a budget Tinder. They think I'm full of myself. Yeah. Yeah, I just say thank you. It is a great recipe. I also make it and send it home to my mom who has rheumatoid arthritis. It lasts a long time. Yeah, that's cool. I love all you witchy crafty folk. My people. My people. Thank you all for joining me. Today we talked a little bit about healing herbs that are oftentimes in your kitchen. We also talked a little bit about servitors and potions that can help with arthritis and also sore muscles. It's basically tiger balm. Tomorrow we will talk about feeling comfortable in your own body and kitchen witchery. We will talk about kitchen witchery. I will. Tiger balm is freaking fantastic. I agree. A little bit goes a long way. I've also been slyly giving scammers life advice on Interpals. Oh, I can't help sending spells if it can help. See you all around. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go hop over to Sage. Or not. Because they still haven't gotten their power back. Poor Sage. That just means I can get more coffee. All right. We will see you on Jace's channel at 1:30. We are debuting a V5 Vampire the Masquerade game. Pleased to be attending that. That'll be interesting. Mr. Spence has been challenging my decision to not call myself a kitchen witch. Yes. I am joining him in this challenge. You're a kitchen witch. Admit it. I'm quite interested in kitchen witchery. We talked about it a little bit today, but let's talk about it more tomorrow. Link above. Is there a link above? I do not see it, my love. BC Brown, you're on my naughty list. Stop posting links. Yes, I do not see your link, my love. Ugh, that means admitting I'm like my sister. So your sister is a kitchen witch as well? It just means you're a different kind of kitchen witch than your sister. We will continue this talk tomorrow, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. She's a hedge witch. I get it.